children, today I am here to teach you chapter 9 in your textbook, that's angles. So in this lesson we can identify the dynamic or static nature of an angle and how you can name angles and how we can measure and draw angles using a protractor and classify angles based on their value. There are three fundamental facts you should know when studying this lesson about angles. What is a point and a line segment? So what's a point? No definition has been given for the point in mathematics. However, a few features can be pointed out in order to identify it. A point has no length or a width. There is no volume, no capacity, no extent. Place a dot with your writing pen on a piece of paper. That is what we call the point. So you can put a dot there. So that's a point. We call a point to a needle head, pinhead, or a compass head, etc. In order to show the point, either a dot or a cross. So either you can put a dot or a cross to represent a point. Then what's a line segment? A line segment is a cluster of points positioned directly in two opposite directions. So here, if this is starting from here, so you are taking several points, cluster of points this way and this way. So then you get a line segment, including A and B. All the points within A and B belong to the line segment AB. So when you take this line segment, the point A as well as B and all the other points inside includes for this line segment. Select the things or materials relevant to points and line segments respectively among the following items. A tip of a pencil. Tip of a pencil we can say as a point. So we can say points A is a point. A string strongly pulled on a violin. A string. So that's a line segment. An edge of a table. Edge means you get a line. So that's a line segment. A blade of a knife. Blade is also, you get a line segment. Tip of a compass. So tip is just a point. So that's E is a point. Tip of a pin, that's also a point. An edge of a meter straight edge. Edge is a line segment. So now you know what are points and line segments. Angle. There are two ways to define angles. Static angles and what's the other one? Static and dynamic angles. So first we'll look at what are static angles. Angles that form with two static edges. A corner formed by meeting two straight lines is called an angle. So here, what are the examples? A corner formed between two walls. A corner of a paper rocket. So you get a paper rocket like this, the corner. So this is a corner. A corner of a grill of a window. So in a window and the grill. So you get that's a static angle. And we'll see what are dynamic angles. What are dynamic angles? if the magnitude of a certain angle is changed when the time goes on, such angles are called dynamic angles. So changing all the time. Static means fixed angles, not changing the angle at all. An angle is formed by rotating line segment around a fixed point. So when you take a line segment and if it's a fixed point, when you are rotating around this, you are getting an angle. So that's an angle. So angle formed between the two hands of a clock. So that's a dynamic because always it's moving. So the angle here between two hands of a clock. The angle formed because of the speedometer's rotation in a motor vehicle. So speedometer also. So you get numbers. So the hands rotating. So that angle also changing all the time. The angle formed by the meter stick of an air pump that is used for vehicles, that's also changing all the time. So those are called dynamic angles, changing all the time. Naming angles, how we name angles. Look at this one diagram, ABC angle. ABC angle, we can write like the angle here B, and we can put a hat like this to represent the angle B. Or you can start from here, CBA. CBA is the angle, not CAB. So CBA. CBA angle, or we can say here, what's the angle? CBA. This angle. If you write CAB, that's wrong. CAB is another angle. CBA or ABC. An angle can be named as follows with 3 letters. And what are these lines? AB and BC are called arms. So these two are arms. AB and BC are arms. And what you call the intersecting point of the two arms? We call that's a vertex. So vertex B, and you get two arms. The angle is ABC. Now how can we measure angles? The equipment used for measuring angles is called a protractor. The unit used to measure the angle in here is degrees. So how we write down? 30 degrees, we can write 30 and a small 0 sign above. So that means 30 degrees. Now when you look at the protractor, we call this line, PQ line is the baseline and the center point here is the origin. And here can you see starting from 0, you get numbers this way, that's clockwise, as well as starting from here, you get anti-clockwise marked from 0 here as well. So you get outer scale and inner scale. So we call inner scale is starting from here, Q to P. That's anti-clockwise way. And outer scale is clockwise starting, that means P to Q. Clockwise you are measuring angles. Look at this diagram as well. So PQ is the baseline and origin here. So P to Q. We measure the angles using outer scale, clockwise direction, and Q to P. We are measuring the angle anti-clockwise with PQ baseline. So that's from the inner scale. And here, remember this 0. 0 is the origin of the baseline. Angles can be measured to both these directions. Now look at this one. Measure and write the magnitude of these following angles by using the protractor. So in your geometry set, you know, you get the protractor. So you get both ways, but my one only I have one direction, 0 to 180. If I want to get this side, I have to subtract the value from 180. So I'll use this protractor to measure. So how we do that? You keep this here. Origin should be on the point B. Origin. And the baseline is BC. So when you keep the protractor, we see from here that's 39 degrees from here to here. So I can write this one as 39 degrees. What about this one? I can keep the origin here. Now I have to measure here to here. So this is an obtuse angle. Here you got an acute angle, 110. So PQR angle is 110 degrees. Look at this one. How you measure? You have to rotate and keep the protractor here. You have to rotate first. Rotate and keep the baseline on baseline on LM. And then we can measure. This is an acute angle here to here. So my one here 135 from the other side. So how can I get the value? 180 minus 135. But your protractor you can measure both ways. So 45 degrees. Now this one, that's also an acute angle. So you keep the protractor. The baseline is ST now. And the origin point T. STF angle. Here. Now measure this way. You have to measure. So my one, this way 132. This way 132 means 180 minus 132. I get 48 degrees. This one. You need X, Y, Z angle. So I can rotate this other way around and keep it here. So what's the angle? So you need to measure here to here. So here to here, my one is 138. 138 from this way. So 180 minus 138, I get 42. So 42 degrees is for XYZ angle. ABC. So this angle we need to measure. So I'll take the protractor, keep on this B to the origin. I can see exactly 90 degrees. So 90-degree angle is ABS. ABS angle. DEF angle. So measure that. Keep it here. So here to here. Exactly 90 degrees. Draw the following angles using the protractor. Now you have given ABC is 40. So angle is B, middle one. So that means to this point we need to draw the angle. So what you do? You take the protractor, keep on top of this point, and then 40 degrees you have to measure. So from here, anti-clockwise 40. So you can put a point there for 40. And then what you do? You take the protractor out and then you need a ruler. So keep the ruler here. I'll keep the tip here and then rotate so that I get the angle. Now you take the pen and the ruler, you can mark it. So that's how you mark an angle. So this is the angle ABC 40 degrees. So this is ABC 40 degrees from here. Now we need to draw DEF angle, that's 130, an obtuse angle. So how you do? 130 to E point. This is the point. So here we can first mark the point E. Take the protractor. Keep this one origin on E. And then from here 130 is here. I'll mark it again. Here 130 is here. From here to here anti-clockwise. Now take the ruler and connect it. So how you connect it? Keep the ruler here. I'll put the edge here first. Edge here. And then rotate so that I can draw a line. And now take the pen and draw the line. So that's what's the angle? DEF angle. This angle is 130 degrees. GHI is 135. GHI. So this is the point H. So to that point we need to draw 135. So take the protractor. Keep the origin on top of H. And then measure 135 anti-clockwise way. So this is 135. Then take the ruler and connect. So I'll take my ruler here and you can connect here to here. So what's the angle there? 135 degrees GHI. This point is I. PQR 145. So the angle is Q. That means to this point we need to draw the angle. Take the protractor. Keep the origin on top of Q. And 145 anti-clockwise way. 140 here, 145 is here. Then take the ruler and connect. Connect from here to here. You need to take the ruler and draw. So what's the point? P, Q, R. So 145 degrees anti-clockwise way, this way. 70 degrees, so LMN. M angle. So to this point you have to draw 70-degree angle. Take the protractor, keep on top of M point here and measure 70 degrees. So 70 from here, that means 180 minus 70 from my one, because your one, you know that straight away you can measure from here 70 degrees. My 180 minus 70, so 110 from this way. 110 from this way, so this angle. So this is the point. And you can take the ruler and connect it. So LMN, that's 70 degrees. This angle is 70 degrees. 105 to Y point. Y is the angle. So that this is the point Y. To that one you need to mark 105. Take the protractor and first keep the origin on top of Y point here and measure 105. 105 is here, this point. And take the ruler and connect this point. So you get 105 is this angle. So how you label it? X, Y, Z. So this point is X. Measure and write the magnitude of these following angles. A, B, C. This angle. So take the protractor and we'll measure and see what's the angle. This way, that's 47. From here, 47 degrees. A, B, C is 47 degrees. BCA. BCA is this one. Keep here and measure the C angle. C angle, I can see this way is 121. 121 means 180 minus 121. 9 and here 5. 59 degrees I'm getting here. And we'll measure BAC. How we measure BAC? We need to rotate this. So I can keep here point on top of point A and then rotate this so that you get the baseline correctly. Now, what's the angle A? BAC angle from here. I get 74 degrees. Now you can check whether these are correct and then see whether you get 180 because this is a triangle. Angle sum of a triangle is 180. 9 plus 7, 16, 4, 20, 2 remaining, 9 plus 5, 14, 14 plus 4, 18. So 180. So that's correct. Look at this quadrilateral four-sided figure. ABC means this angle. So we'll measure. We'll measure this. So you have to rotate and keep the baseline correctly. and measure the angle. 72. B angle is 72. C angle here. C angle here, from here, that's from this side, that's 104. So 180 minus 104, 76. So this angle is 76. CDA, CDA, this angle. So here we'll keep the origin first and then rotate the protractor. From here to here, 100 and 107. Now we'll find out DAB angle. DAB angle is here. Keep it like this and measure the angle here to here. So this is like 70. So here you have to measure this angle. So this way it's 75. So what's my angle now? Other way around, 180 minus 75. So 105. Now you can check whether these are correct. Add and see. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 7, 15 plus 5, 20. 2 remaining. 9. 9 plus 7, 16. 1 remaining. 3. 360. You know that interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. So these angles are correct. Categorizing the angles. So what is this? Right angle. How we identify right angle? If we see this symbol, that means 90 degrees. A, B, C angle is 90 degrees. So that's a right angle. What's the other one? Acute. Acute means the angle less than 90 and more than 0. So a small angle like this we call acute angle. And the other one is obtuse angle, that is more than 90 and less than 180. So the angle is larger than 90 and smaller than 180. So this is the obtuse angle. Straight angle. Straight angle means exactly 180 degrees. So the angle equals to 180 we call straight angle. And what's the other one? Reflex angle means more than 180 and less than 360. So when you look at this diagram, B is an obtuse angle. So how you find out the reflex angle here? We know angles at a point is 360. So first find out the obtuse angle and subtract from 360, you can get the angle A. This one, A is the reflex angle. This is an acute angle. B is an acute angle. So measure the acute angle and subtract from 360, you get the reflex angle A. Measure and write the magnitude of the following reflex angles. So what you do? Reflex means this angle. So first find out the obtuse angle. What's obtuse angle? X angle. So take the protractor and measure this angle. So what's this angle? So this way, that's 62. 62 from here means 180 minus 62. So you get 180. So this is 180. So what's the reflex angle? What you do? 360 minus x is the y reflex angle. So 360 minus 180. So what's the value of y? 8 and here 2, 10. And 2 with 4 you get 6. And 1 and 2 you get 3. 242 degrees is the reflex angle y. This one also will measure and find out the reflex angle A. So first measure the acute angle B. Keep it correctly. Okay, now measure here to here. So my one here to here is 96. So what's the acute angle? I get 180 minus 96. 84 degrees. So B angle is 84 degrees. That's an acute angle. So how can we find out the A angle? Reflex angle 360 minus 84. What's the angle now? Subtract 6 plus 4, 10, and 1 remaining 9 plus 7, 16, 1 remaining, and 2 here, 276 degrees for the reflex angle A. Draw the following angles using your protractor. So A, B, C. So that means B is the angle. So to this point you have to create 60-degree angle. Take the protractor, keep on top of this point and measure 60 degrees and mark the point. So that's 60 degrees. Take the ruler and draw the line here to here. So you can mark now. This is 60-degree angle ABC. So that this point is ABC angle. 110. Take the protractor to Q point. Here you have to keep the protractor. You have to measure 110. 110 from this side, that means 70. 70 from here, and this becomes 110 here, because 180 minus 110 is 70 degrees. So mark the point and take the ruler and connect the point. So you get this Q angle is 110 degrees. P, Q, R point here. KLM 135. So angle is L. To this point you need to measure 135-degree angle. Keep the origin on top of L. And then 135. So 135 from here I can measure. So that's this point. Take the ruler and connect. KLM 135 degrees. XYZ 210. Y angle. To this point you have to draw 210 degrees. Can we measure from the protractor? You can't. You can measure up to 180. So what you do, this is a reflex angle. So we find out what's the other angle. Take 360 and subtract and see what's the other angle. You get 5 here, 150. So you get 150 obtuse angle. So you can mark the obtuse angle 150. So take the protractor and measure 150 first. 150 from here is this point. This point, 150. So you can draw the line connecting this one, and what you do, how you mark the angle, not this one. This one is 150. So this is the angle 210. X, Y, Z. DEF 300, E angle. So this is E angle. So that's a reflex. 360 minus 300, you get 60 degrees. So you can mark 60 degrees from the protractor, and the other angle is the reflex angle 300. So mark 60 degree angle here and connect the point with the ruler. Now how can we mark 300 this way? This way is 300 degrees. This is 300 degrees and this is DEF. DEF point is there. Look at this one. You have given several angles and you are asked to fill the table with appropriate places. Here, acute angles. Acute means less than 90. So what are the angles? Acute here. ABC, that's 35. You don't need to mention the value. ABC is acute. PQR also acute. That's 60 degrees. KLM is 110. That's an obtuse angle. KLM. 90 degrees, that means right angle. X, Y, Z. 310, that's more than 180, reflex angle. So that's DEF. 270 also reflex angle. BCD. 85, that's acute. EPG. 135, obtuse, that's GHI. 308, that's reflex angle. EFR. 149, it's less than 180, that's an obtuse angle. HYP. 90 degrees again, right angle. YPR. 180 means straight angle. MNO. So by looking at the value, you can identify whether it's an acute, obtuse, right angle, straight angle or reflex angle. Fill in the blanks. If the vertex is X and the two arms are YX and ZX, what's the angle? Angle always comes with the vertex. So you can label YXZ angle. If the vertex is Q and the arms are PQ, QR, you can say PQR angle. So look at the middle letter comes as the angle. So what's the angle here? N comes as the angle and M R. Here D is the angle and CE. Here CDE angle. This one L is the common one, that's the angle. KM. KM both sides. KLM angle. Now we'll look at your review exercise. Choose the figures that are angles and write down the corresponding letters. So here, two arms connected each other, you get an angle. So this is an angle. So A is an angle. B, just two straight lines, not connected, not intersecting the two arms. That's not an angle. Here, this is a curved line. The two straight edges connecting. We get the angle. So C is not an angle. D is an angle here. That's an obtuse angle. So A and D are angles. Identify the angles in the figure below and complete the table. Angle A. Type of angle that's less than 90. Acute. B. We say that's more than 90. Obtuse angle. C. That's also more than 90 degrees and less than 180. Obtuse. D. That's also obtuse angle. More than 90 and less than 180. E angle. It's a small angle, less than 180. That's acute. F angle is a reflex angle, more than 180. G, exactly 180 degrees. So that's a straight angle. H is 90 degrees here. So that's a right angle. Question number 3. Draw an angle of each type on a square rule paper. Write the type of an angle next to the corresponding figure. Acute, right, obtuse, straight angle and reflex angle. So we'll do an acute angle. So I'm not going to measure. So what you do? You can take a point and draw a line. Draw up to here. Less than 90 degrees. So this is an acute angle. This angle is acute. Less than 90. Right angle, that means 90 degrees. So I can draw a line here and a line here. 90 degrees, something like that. So you can mark this angle like this. That's 90-degree angle. So right angle. Then obtuse. I can draw a line here and that's more than 90. So somewhere here. So this angle is obtuse angle. Then straight angle is just 180. So you can draw a straight line and mark. This is 180 degrees. We call it straight angle. And here we write 90 degrees for right angle. And reflex. You can draw either an obtuse or reflex angle somewhere. and mark the other angle. So this is the reflex angle. Exercise 9.1. Write down 3 instances where you can observe angles which are dynamic in nature in your surrounding environment. What are the 3 instances? Hands in a clock, and hands in a speedometer, and what else? Always you need to find out that's rotating all the time. What else? We can take the 2 arms of a scissor. So when you are taking a scissor, when you are cutting, the 2 blades are changing all the time. So you can write angle in a scissor. So that's changing all the time. So that's dynamic. Second one, write down 3 instances where you can observe angles which are static in nature in your surrounding. So edges of a table, that's fixed, not moving. So angle is not changing. Edges of a table, and what else? Edges of a book, so when you take a book like this, so this edge, this is not changing. And what else? Table, any fixed here, wall and 2 walls, here the roof and the wall, any angle, so 90-degree angle you are getting. Or edges of a door only, not with the wall. If you are opening the door, it's changing the angle. But if you take a door separately, edges of a window or edges of a door, that's static. Question number 2. Give an example of an angle which is static in nature where the positions of the arms of the angle are fixed, not moving. You can take a look at this. What is it? This is a set square. So not moving edges. So this is a set square. So you can write set square. Give an example of an angle which is static in nature where there is a change in the position of the arms of the angle. So think about pliers. So arms of a plier. Give an example of an angle which is dynamic in nature where there is a change in the position of only one arm of the angle. Think about a knife fixed to the table. So one arm is moving and the other arm is fixed. So a knife fixed to a table. And fourth one, Give an example of an angle which is dynamic in nature, where there is a change in the position of both arms. So hands in a clock. So both are moving. Example number 1, draw the angles with the straight line segment PQ and PR as their arms. Name the two angles. So you can draw this again. So how you draw that? You can draw a line first and then the other line here. So P, Q, R here, and it says name the two angles. So what is this angle? That's Q, P, R angle. What's this angle? How we write the reflex angle? You have to write down with the word reflex. Same letters, QPR. But we write QPR, reflex angle. Write down the vertex and the arms of DEF. DEF. Just we'll try to draw it. DEF. So what's the vertex? Vertex is always the middle letter. So this is the angle. So vertex is E. And what are the arms? Arms are DE and EF. DE and EF are the arms. Exercise 9.2. Write down the arms and the vertex of each of the angles given below. T is the vertex here. Arms are TS and TU. This one, M is the vertex. What are the arms? LM and MA are the arms. Write down the arms and the vertex of each of the following. C is the vertex. And what are the arms? AC and BC are arms. This diagram. Q is the vertex. And arms are RQ and PQ. PQ are the arms. So you need to here write down arms and vertex. Copy each of the angle given below and name them using letters of the English alphabet. So we can use letters. Here I'll draw the angle. So that's an acute angle. So you can draw this line here and somewhere something like this. We can exactly write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with 3 means here. That's this angle. So you need to use English letters to label. A, B, C. So you can write A, B, C. B angle is there. This one. You can draw An angle like this is an obtuse angle. Draw an angle like this here, and we can label PQR, PQR. And here, what's the angle? PQR, and we put a hat there. This is right angle, 90-degree angle. We can draw 90-degree angle here. And if it's KLM, so we can write KLM is the angle L. That's 90 degrees. And this is a reflex angle. This angle is a reflex. We'll put STU angle. So you have to write STU, T angle, but reflex you have to write. Not the STU acute angle. So you have to write the word reflex there. Draw and name an angle of your choice on a square rule paper. I can draw this one, and I'll take the protractor and measure 75 degrees. So from here to here, 75 degrees. Here. And take the ruler and connect. This is 75 degrees. I can mark this angle 75 degrees and name A, B, C. So I can write ABC angle is 75 degrees. That's an acute angle. Draw an obtuse angle with arms XY and YZ on a square rule paper. So obtuse angle. So take the ruler and you can draw a line here and a line here. And XY, YZ. XY, YZ. So Y is the vertex. So this is the obtuse angle more than 90 degrees. So we can measure it and see what's the angle. Keep it here. So this is from here 122 degrees. So I can write XYZ angle is 122 degrees. Draw an angle and name it DEF. Name its arms and its vertex. Any angle DEF. I'll draw an acute angle. Here, acute angle. E is the angle here. Arms are DE and EF. Name its arms. So what are the arms? Arms are DE and EF. And what's the vertex? Vertex is E. Draw a reflex angle and name it. So you can draw a reflex angle like this, and here this angle more than 180. So that's the reflex. I can label it as D, E, F. So I can write DEF, but I have to write reflex. Otherwise, you can get DEF, this angle as well, obtuse angle as well. So DEF, reflex. Draw a right angle on a square rule paper and name it. Right angle means 90 degrees. So I can draw both this way also 90 degrees. So this one 90 degree and name it XYZ. So I can write XYZ. Y angle is 90 degrees. That's right angle. Prabhat has written the angle in the figure as XYZ. Sumudhu has written it as ZYX. Kasun says that both Prabhat and Sumudhu are correct. Do you agree with Kasun? Explain your answer. Yes, both are correct. So the vertex is the same. So vertex is Y. So the angle in both is Y angle, and you can change the other two letters. So you can label XYZ or ZYX. Both are the same. So both are correct. As arms are XY and YZ. You can start from any letter. But the middle, important thing is middle letter should be Y. Exercise 9.3. Write down the magnitude of each angle using the given figure. XYZ. XYZ. That's a straight line. So what's the angle? 180 degrees. ZYA. ZYA. So what's the angle here? That's from here 20 degrees. XYC. XYC. Here 90 degree angle. BYZ. BYZ. This angle. That's from here 60 degrees. XYB. XYB angle. So you have to measure this way. What's the angle? So you have to use the outer bound here. So 120. That's an obtuse angle. CYZ. CYZ. This one, 90 degree angle. Right angle. XYA. XYA is this angle. XYA. XYA. This obtuse angle. Here you have to use the outer bound. That's 160 degrees. And ZYD. ZYD. D is this way. This way you have to measure. That's an obtuse angle. So from here you have to refer the inner bound. Inner circle, that's 160 degrees. Draw each of the angle below on a square rule paper. Measure, write the magnitude of each angle. So we have to draw these angles and measure it. So we'll take the ruler. So we can do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So this is the other angle. So this is like the acute angle A. So we can measure that, this angle A. Take the protractor, keep it here, and measure the angle. Here this way, but I can measure from here to here, 136. So 180 minus 136. 44 degrees. 44 degrees. So here A angle is 44 degrees. B also an acute angle. So we can draw it first. Draw a line here. And how many? Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5, like 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 here. So somewhere here. So this is B angle. That's also acute. That's the B angle and it's acute. So measure that. Take the protractor and rotate it to measure the angle here to here. So I get here to here 170. So what's this angle? 180 minus 117. Look at 3 here. 63 degrees. So I'm getting B angle as 63 degrees. Then C angle is an obtuse angle. Somewhere here. I'll take this angle and measure. Take the protractor and measure the C angle. That's an obtuse angle, more than 90 degrees. So I'm getting from here to here 127 degrees. 127. Here to here. And the D angle again, that's like 90 degrees. We'll measure and see. It's a 90-degree angle. So we have to draw a 90-degree angle here. We can draw this line and keep the protractor here. And 90-degree angle we can mark here. And connect with a ruler. So this is exactly 90 degrees. So D angle is 90 degrees. Draw the following figures in your exercise book. Measure and write down the magnitude of each of the angles indicated by the English letters. So I'll measure this. You can draw this again to your book, exercise book, and measure it. So I'll measure the angles and say A angle. Keep the protractor properly and measure the angle. I'm getting 33 degrees. So A angle is 33. B angle. Now here I need to rotate to the other side to get the B angle. Here to here, acute angle. I can measure here to here 158. So 180 minus 158 is 22 degrees. So B angle is 22 degrees. C angle and D angle. We take the protractor and measure the C angle. Here to here, that's also an acute angle. 48 degrees. So C angle is 48 degrees. That's an acute angle. And what about D angle? D angle is, here I can read from here, 121. So 180 minus 121 is 180 minus 121 is 9, and here you get 59 degrees. So here to here, D is 59 degrees. You can easily measure from your protractor. Both ways you can measure, anti-clockwise or clockwise. So D is an acute angle. This one, E. Take the protractor and measure E angle. What's the value? This way, that's 65. So what's the angle? 180 minus 65. 115. So E angle is 150. F angle. F angle is this way. So that means from here, that's 65. So when you add E and F, that's 180. Straight angle. G. G, I think a 90-degree angle. We'll see. Here, exactly 90 degrees. So I can write G is 90 degrees. What about H? H is an obtuse angle, more than 90 and less than 180. So what's the angle? Here to here, 133 degrees. H is 133 degrees. Exercise 9.4. Draw the following angles. 48-degree angle. So what is the first step? You need to draw a line and mark the point. So we'll mark it here. That's the B point. Then take the protractor, keep this point onto the origin and measure 48 degrees. 48 is here. Now take the ruler and connect. So this is A, B, C angle, and this is 48 degrees. PQR 90. So the first thing you have to draw a line and then mark the point here, Q. Then what you do? Take the protractor, measure 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle and mark it here. This is the point. And now take the ruler and connect it. Now take the ruler and connect it. So angle is PQR, that's 90 degrees. Now we need to draw 130 degrees. Take the ruler and mark the point L now. L is the angle, LM. And take the protractor, measure 130 degrees. So 130, you can measure here. Draw the line now. So this angle is 130 degrees. So KLM. XYZ 28 degrees. So take the ruler, draw a line, and we'll mark this point L. Not L, Y. Mark the point Y, and then XYZ is 28. Take the protractor, measure 28 degrees. And here 28 is here, and then connect the point. X, Y, Z. This angle is 28 degrees. Draw a straight line segment and name it PQ. So we'll draw any line segment and label it as PQ. Draw the arm PR such that QPR angle is 82. QPR angle is 82. So you need to take the protractor and measure 82 degrees. Here to here, 82, somewhere here, and connect it. So QPR is 82 degrees. Draw the arms QS such that PQS is 43. So Q is the point here. Now the angle is 43. So take the protractor and measure 43 degrees, other way around, from here to here. So what's the angle there? 180 minus 43 I have to take because I can't measure both ways. 180 minus 43, that's 7 here, 5. So 137 I have to mark. 137 from here. That's this point. Now connect that one. So that's S somewhere there. S. PQS is 43. So those are the two diagrams. Draw any triangle you like and name it ABC. So we can draw any triangle. ABC. Measure ABC angle, BCA angle and CAB and write their magnitudes separately. So that means each angle we have to do. ABC, this angle. And we need BCA. And finally, CAB. ABC, we'll measure. ABC angle. Here 55 degrees. Then BCA angle. This way, you have to measure this way. From here, that's 130. So 180 minus 130, I'm getting 50 degrees. That's BCA angle. Now we'll measure CAB angle here. What's the angle? I'm getting from here to here 75. Now obtain the value of ABC plus BCA plus CAB using the measured values. So what's the addition? ABC plus BCA plus CAB. I'm getting 55 plus 750 plus 75. 5 and 5, 10, 1 remaining. 8 plus 5, 13, 13 plus 5, 18, 180. The sum of angles in a triangle is 180. So that's correct. Draw two straight line segments KL and XY so that they meet each other at Y. So these are the two lines. Measure and write down the magnitude of KYX, this angle, and XYL angle and take the sum. So here I can measure here. Keep the protractor here and I can measure this angle straight away. So what's the angle? X, Y. I'm measuring this angle, XYL angle first. Here to here, that's 135. So what's the other angle? I'm getting KYX is I am getting this way, this way 45. So what's the sum? XYL angle plus KYX angle is 135 plus 45. We get 180 degrees. That's a straight angle because KL is a straight line. As given in the figure, draw two straight line segments AB and CD so that they intersect each other. So you take the ruler, draw two lines like this. What are the two lines? AB and CD. Measure and write the magnitudes of APC. This is the P point, APC angle. CPB, BPD and DPA. All four angles. Write the relationship between APC and BPD. So we'll do that. We'll measure APC first. So here to here. APC angle, I get 65. So APC angle is 65. CPB, this angle. This one. So I can measure from here to here. This is 180 minus 65. 115. CPB is 115. BPD. BPD is this angle. So I can measure it this way. Here I get 65. BPD. BPD is 65 degrees. And finally I need DPA. DPA is this angle from here to here, 115. Now, write the relationship between APC and BPD. Both are equal. So, APC, so this is third part, APC angle and BPD angles are equal. What are those? Opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then what's the relationship between APD? APD is 115. CPB is 115. Both are equal. APD and APD and CPB angles are equal. Dasun says that the angle in figure 2 is larger than the angle in figure 1. Do you agree? Explain your answer. What can you say? Both are straight lines, and here, from here, the steepness of this line is different. These two lines are not parallel. If the two lines are parallel, then the two angles are the same. It seems like this angle is bigger than this. We can measure. So angle 2 is bigger than angle 1. So do you agree? Agree. And you can say KL and QR lines are horizontal. So this PQ arm is more steeper here from here than this one. So what can you say? We can write PQ arm is more steeper than KM arm So angle is bigger. You can measure. Measure and see roughly. Keep it here and see. Here this is like 45. What's this angle? This is 30 something, 38. So this is bigger. Exercise 9.5. Copy the two groups A and B in your exercise book. Join the angle and its type with a straight line. Magnitude of the angle and group B is the type of angle. 18 means acute. 135 obtuse. 180 straight angle. 255 a reflex angle, and 90 means right angle. You already know that. Using the information in the figure, write down the type of each of the angles given below. PXQ. PXQ is 70 degrees. That means acute angle. BCR. BCR. Here BCR is not a straight line, but we know this is 170. So BCR angle, if it's reflex, you can give the other angle, but here you can give the obtuse angle. That's 170. SCR. SCR, that's 90 degrees. Right angle. TYU. TYU, that's 38 degrees. Acute angle. BAY. BAY, this angle, reflex angle is given 300. So what's the other angle? BAY is 360 minus 300. That's 60 degree angle. So 60 means it's an acute angle. Choose and write down the most appropriate magnitude for each of the angles below from the values given in brackets. So this is an acute angle. So 10 is very small, 25, so 65 we can select like that because 90 is here. So more towards the vertical line. This one is very small degree, 1 cannot be. So this can be 15. 80 is too big. This is 90 degree angle. You can take 90 degree angle. This is an obtuse angle. Obtuse, you can't get 180 or 360, that's 120. Look at this one. This is given a reflex angle. So out of these, all three are reflex angles, but the other angle is an obtuse angle. So if this is obtuse, so you are getting less than 270, but more than this one. So 185 we can't take, so 240 is the suitable one. Draw the following reflex angles using the protractor. 300 degrees. So what you do, you draw a straight line first. First you draw a straight line and mark the point B. That's the point B. And see here. 300 you can't measure. So what you do, 360 minus 300, 60 degrees. So you can mark 60 degree angle using the protractor. And then the other side angle is the reflex angle. So measure 60 degrees this point. So measure 60 degrees somewhere here. Now draw the line. So 60 degrees is this way. So 300 is this. So 300 degrees for A, B, C. Second one, PQR is 195. So first draw a line. I can mark the point Q here. QR. Now 195 is more than 180. So what you can do, you take the other angle. 360 minus 195. When you subtract, you get 165. So 165 you can measure. So take the protractor. Measure 165 degrees. 165. Here. Now draw the line. So this way, that's 165. This way, that's 195. What's the angle? PQR. So I can label this as PQR. 200. 360 minus 200 first. So 120 degrees. So take the ruler and mark the point N and measure 160 degrees. 160 from here. This is the point. So you can draw the line here to here. So what's the angle now? 200 means this angle. MNO. So this is MNO. KLM is 243. That's a reflex angle. 360 minus 243. 117. So draw a line and mark the point here. This is L. This is M. 117 degrees you have to measure. Keep the protractor here properly. And you need to measure 117. From here, 117 is somewhere there. Then you can take the ruler and connect. So what's the point there? K. KLM is 243 means this angle is 243, not the other angle. XYZ is 310. So 360 minus 310, you get 50 degrees. So take the ruler and mark the point Y, and Z is here. So 50 degree angle you need to measure. So 50 degree angle from here to here, 50. And take the ruler and connect it. So what's the 310 degree angle? That's the other one, XYZ. So this angle is 310 degrees. So we complete all theory related to angles. Now you know what are static angles, dynamic angles, and acute, that means less than 90, Then 90 degree, we call it right angle, and above 90 and below 180 we call obtuse angles, and 180, that's a straight angle, and more than 180 and less than 360, that's a reflex angle. So use the protractor to measure the angles and practice.